Hi, my name is John Haddad, Senior Director of Product Marketing at Informatica. We're here to talk about big data and Hadoop. And joining me here today is Amar Awadalla, the CTO and founder of Cloudera, and Sanjay Krishnamurthy, the Senior Vice President and Chief Architect at Informatica. Welcome.
Thank you, John.
So today I'd like to talk about some of the challenges, the big data challenges. And one of the challenges that I've heard in talking to many customers and organizations is that it's great, all this new technology that we can leverage, but we're having trouble finding the skills. And once we find the skills, because they're in such high demand, it's difficult to retain them, and they can be quite costly. So Sanjay, how's Informatica helping to address the skills problem?
John, you're absolutely right. I think typically in this early phase of Hadoop adoption, the skill sets that you needed were Java programmers who knew how to use MapReduce programming paradigm to write their code. But that had a bunch of challenges, the same sort of challenges initial ETL hand coders had. Now, by using Informatica's Vibe, which actually allows you to work at a higher level of abstraction, you don't have to be a Java coder, you don't have to worry about how exactly to partition your data, you don't have to worry about how exactly to optimize your runtime. Informatica's Vibe allows you to abstract all of that away from you and allows you to work at a higher level of abstraction. By leveraging those skill sets, you can still get the benefits of big data without actually having to completely retrain your workforce or hiring a completely new workforce.
It also makes it more portable in the case when you lose people, like you said, like sometimes you lose talent, and when you have a common framework like this, the data pipeline is more portable across developers. As opposed to the guy who wrote the MapReduce Java job that only he knows everything what's happening in there. So I think it helps with that problem as well.
That's right. It's easier to maintain. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's one thing just to build it and get it out there, but as we all know, the big problem is maintaining it over the course of time and as things change. Great, so thank you. Amar, what are some other challenges that you see?
So first, I will reinforce skill sets. Skill set by far is the most common challenge that we see. Like our customers over and over again will bring that up. And over the last few years, one of the key things that we have been doing at Cloudera as being the leader in this market is working with companies like yourself to narrow down that gap for ETL, for transformation workloads, for BI workloads, for data mining workloads, et cetera, et cetera. The other thing that we have been doing that we hope helps a lot with the skill set gap is we have been training. We have been doing training since day one at Cloudera. We have many certified developers that know how to work with this platform, and that's enriching the skill set of the market that knows how to work with this platform. So other challenges that we see is something that we highlighted in many of our previous conversations, which is this platform is evolving so quickly. There is new additions and new improvements and new parts of the stack, adding interactivity, adding real time, adding graph mining, et cetera, et cetera. Our customers have been both impressed by how quickly it's evolving, but also overwhelmed. They're telling us, like, slow down. We can't do a major upgrade of our mission-critical operational data pipeline every 3 months. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's not just the customers, it's partners.
Yeah, and the partners as well. You're right, absolutely, because all of our partners have to certify with the new platform and have to do testing with the new platform. Right. So we are moving now towards a phase where we need to address that challenge by adding a lot more hardening and rigor around the platform and how it's released. So that we don't disrupt the existing pipeline, the existing operations, and we don't disrupt, of course, all the testing that our partners need to do to be able to certify. But we also want to balance that with innovation, so which is a very thin line, right? So we want to not cross the line and disrupt their operations, but we want to continue to give them new features. So that's a very key challenge that we are addressing now. So we are moving to, so good news is you guys will see a lot of improvement there in terms of reducing the frequency at which major upgrades are being done. The other key challenge we see is there is a lot of components in the platform. There's lots of things we have in there. We can do search, we can do interactive analytics, we can do batch processing, we can do data mining. So many of our customers have a challenge of what should I use? You have this very rich platform. How do I solve my problems with it? And that's one of the key challenges that we at Cloudera specialize in helping our customers with. We go in and we have very well-defined programs on how we can take them around establishing centers of excellence within their organizations to be able to resolve these problems and solve them in the right way.
Thank you, Amar. Thank you, Sanjay. It sounds like the key takeaways are really, Informatica and Cloudera together can address the skills problem. That's number one.
Yep.
And two, it's a tricky balance between the business desire for innovation and IT being able to adopt
Exactly.
these new technologies.
Yep.
And the two companies combined really help, balance those two
Yep, very much so.
together to be successful. So
much
thank you once again.
No,
Thank
thank
you.
you.